We switched positions.
We did. Keeping it fresh for the audience.
We haven't switched personalities, though. Or have we?
I hope not.
I'll be Panda this game.
You can attempt. I think we both can't do what the other person does. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
We could try, but it would not look good.
Certainly we could try, but I don't believe that would be good.
There could be an attempt, but let's instead focus on this game.
Attempt would be very good to do.
But not fun for the viewers.
Well, no. The viewers would not enjoy that. If I had to guess, they wouldn't enjoy that, Panda.
StanCifka, the panel has, I think, favored him. I was not really paying too much attention, but I'm going to be honest here. But I think he is the experienced player. But we didn't mention it, but Baize is on RNG. That's a big org in China, actually. So
wow.
Some credentials there, at least.
I tried to be you for a little bit, and I just couldn't handle it. How do you contain all that excitement for Artifact, baby?
Well, if it's not there, then it's pretty easy.
Jesus! Here we go. Welcome back to another game of Artifact. We've got StanCifka, the god himself, as many refer to him, the Batman, the killer, versus Baize from China.
Now we see a hand favoring Baize much more.
Baize?
Is it Baize?
I think so.
I got sidetracked. Is it?
I believe
it has to be Baize, right?
It's based Baize. You know, she's great.
You can call her B. That's pretty safe.
We don't use alternate names here, all right?
All right,
call her Baize. We're going to go in here. Let's see how this one turns out. As we saw, nobody choosing to do anything in that first round here. We do have Smash of the Defenses up for Baize. Does this guy even have any improvements, though? Is that just a complete waste of time? He does have the March of the Machine, so no. Could be slightly useful.
Slightly, because one action phase or one charge from that March Machine would go down before it could be stopped, so 1/3 of the value would push through in time. And
2 damage on a bunch of red heroes that typically have some kind of armor on them.
Maybe creeps.
Creeps, yeah, they're going to get hit. Okay, sure. I mean, better to use it than not.
Damage on the tower as well.
This is a beautiful setup here for Baize. So that is exactly what you want. So you want to get your Legion in front of the PA so they both die, but it's 2 chicks fighting it out. I like it.
Now, the duel is here, but can't really do much in this lane. Smash also not useful. Stonehall Elite, again, could curve into the Phantom Assassin, but probably not the best option. Maybe just going to wait to see what StanCifka does instead. He does have some great plays available. Tyler Estate is a fantastic one, but duel could come down.
Fantastic play.
No, duel, actually. You could have traded with the Tyler Estate, actually, with the 8 damage from Legion Commander, so.
Sure.
Maybe not respecting that minus mana debuff, but...
I mean, it is pretty strong. We've seen pretty much everyone that has a black deck that includes that puts it down as soon as possible to get that little magical debuff. But is it that strong against a red deck? I mean, he's probably going to get killed.
Time of Triumph and Spring the Trapper in hand. It could be.
Sure.
Especially in lane 1.
Nice arrow there for the standard bearer.
I think it was so nice that Baize decided to kill this Legion Standard Bearer instead.
It was too risky. That arrow could
too much. 0 damage is way too much damage.
That's scary stuff. So we want to knock that out there. As we see this red on red action. Do you think the black heroes are really going to make that big of an impact on this round by Stan? I mean, the coup de grace, of course, a big play. But in this deck, gank, not as effective as you would see in almost any other deck.
Yeah, maybe not the heroes, but the cards I think will definitely have something to say. I mean, coup is fantastic in killing because it doesn't really care about stats.
All right.
Most other cards say, oh, you have X amount of armor, I can't kill you. But coup says, I don't care what you are. If you're a hero, you're dead.
Yeah,
and I'll discard my horn as well.
Indeed. What was that? You just grab your horn?
And I'll discard my horn as well. That's the side effect.
Jesus, I misheard that one.
Do you not read the symptoms of using coup? It's on the back of the bottle.
Fatal horn syndrome? I suppose so. All right, so waiting to see what happens here. 4 mana down. That is making a bit of a an annoyance. Don't have really too much by RNG. That only stops enough magic, which definitely would not be played. Anyway, nice block, I have to say, by the Tinker. Tidehunter can definitely take that damage that Tinker is dealing out that not a lot of heroes can. And Dresden Standards, the greatest card a man could ask for. Slap that bad boy down on lane 3.
We see no March of the Machines, would have been a great draw. Mana turn 5, kind of the play, or the time you want to play it on curve into this second lane. Could kill a creep here, damage 2 others. And damage Bristleback as well, so find some value. Could have been answered by 2 smashes in hand actually for Baize, so maybe too many smashes.
Yeah, that's a lot of smash for not a lot of Not a lot of robots. We haven't seen that drawn at all. So big question here, I think, is what's going to happen to this vicious nasal goo. Of course, you want to try to use that on Axe, but having the ability to maybe draw Tristan standards in the last lane might be good as well. You'll see a little bit of damage here from our very, very safe boy with this nice thick helmet just slamming into that tower.
You could see the Tristan standards come down in lane 3 with a healing salve. Could definitely save the bristleback there and start putting some extra damage. Of course, lane 2, very few plays for StanCifka. Has no heroes here. Going to be solitaire mode for Baize. Just going to let it happen. 16 HP already, so a big aggro approach here. And yeah, I think we definitely see... Ooh. Viscous Nasal Goo.
Tristan standards.
Viscous Nasal Goo.
Tristan standards. Let's go on the bristleback. Getting that extra damage, doing 1 damage to Axe, and hitting that tower. You know you got to do it. That's the value play, buddy. You do Tristans this time, Nasal next time. It's the value play. It has to be done.
No.
Has to be done.
Nasal Goo. It's the same thing, but you kill the Centaur this turn instead. Slacks. Focus.
Whatever.
Gotta focus on the things that make logical sense.
Does it actually matter killing Centaur that much when you could eliminate Axe's armor? You know? That is a value play right there.
It might, maybe. Oh, maybe it's better going forward, but this is the more impactful play right now.
Yeah.
The more attractive play for StanCifka.
You know, just because something's attractive doesn't mean it's the right thing to do.
That's sometimes true.
That's my first girlfriend, Becky.
What did we talk about getting sidetracked?
We're not getting sidetracked.
You tried to.
I'm not getting sidetracked.
I stopped you. Boom.
All right.
Put a wall in the way, but 26 HP on lane 3.
Just like Becky.
20 HP on lane 1.
Yep. Looking pretty rough already. We've seen these kind of red decks just go out of control. This is exactly what you want. The black heroes have done literally nothing for Stan, yet they are still a threat in this game, and just the red heroes themselves dealing all this damage. However, the situation ain't that bad either. Baize? Baize is knocking out that middle lane. Look at that creep RNG. We've seen so many times Bristlebacks just naked, alone in the lane, slamming on towers. Ah, man, that is hot. Let's look at him go.
You can see that lane going down this turn. We see a Blink Dagger in hand as well, which means that Bristleback can potentially move out of that lane. Even with the right draws, you could play a creep and then just move the Bristleback. Anyway, he's going to be missing out on 8 attack, actually. So maybe he just leaves anyway. Just let those creeps do the job themselves.
Yep.
Puts it a little bit to chance, but I think it's maybe the better value play. Tinker does have his ability available, whereas Ravage is still offline for 1 more turn.
Who do you coup de grace right now? Who's the play? Legion Commander?
Well, if you do it on Tidehunter, the Ravage isn't there next turn. Which could be pretty massive. I mean, this game is, I'm not going to say it's over, but it's close to, you know, this tower's already quite low for base, so.
You know, you could technically just pick off the Centaur War Runner.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you want to make sure that I think you're right. You get rid of that Ravage.
What would you have me do?
Well, now you really get rid of that boy. See ya. Cootie hootie cootie. In my opinion.
Now the discard on Time of Triumph could hurt going forward. It is kind of the top-end card that StanCifka has in hand right now.
That's a great point.
Stonehall Cloak could also come down on Tinker to save him. Maybe it's not needed to kill that Tidehunter this turn. Although, if you're looking for, you know, the future of this lane going forward, that Ravage is going to be a problem next turn.
Yeah, you might potentially, although you could always Berserker's Call and then play this one through and kill 2 heroes for the price of 1. So a lot of options here for Stan as he thinks about what exactly he wants to do. Don't forget, we do have Stonehall Cloak, which will be able to make sure that Tinker doesn't particularly die this round.
Although, the Blink Dagger is there. Tidehunter can equip it if he needs to or if he believes it's necessary. But with 6 mana still up for StanCifka, it's very hard to, you know, commit the Blink Dagger, lose out that value on the Bristleback in lane 2, and then still have it, you know, have that Tinker saved by coup de grace, for example. So
really like that play right there. Just skipping on that turn, not putting down the blink, and saying just who he's going to kill. Because if he does kill the wrong guy, then he gets the Tinker kill. He gets a blink on Tide, which is really great, and then he's got Ravage ready. So I don't think you got a coup Tide here, right? Even without the Blink Dagger. That. Oh, what? You could do the call, sure, but come on.
You could play Tristan Standards.
You could play Tristan Standards.
Centaur would die.
Centaur would die. Axe would be strong. That little creep boy would be doing some massive damage. An entire 1 more. That could be the play. He's really thinking about it. He's going to go for the call play.
Yeah, I mean, it cleans up quite well. There's the blink coming down now that the mana has been expended. You know there's no answer from StanCifka, no items in hand either. The blink comes down, and he just leaves, actually. So, I like it. This lane was very low already.
I mean, yeah, not interested in defending this lane. That is a high-level play. You would think he'd want to stay there, but I mean, he's completely right. It only has 5 HP. Get the hell out of there while you can.
And it had the Tyler state as well, which means you can't really do much in terms of time of triumph there either. You have to wait an extra turn more than your opponent. So the blink, obviously used on Tidehunter, cannot be used on Bristleback. Baize is going to hope to draw or to find a blink next turn if he gets a hero kill here.
Oh, and there we go, baby. Dresden Standard. You blinked into the wrong-ass lane. After that play, this lane is lost. There's no reason to be here anymore. Go ahead and ravage. It doesn't matter. It's over.
Take this job for free.
Go ahead and turn. It's over. The armor makes her invincible. Buddy, it was a GG. Great job by Baize. What can he do?
I'm not sure that's how it works, but...
What are you talking about?
Dresden Standard is not time of triumph. You might be confusing both cards.
I am not confused. The game has ended. Dresden Standards will add in yet another armor on top of time of triumph. They're invincible.
There was no gold for... I'm just going to ignore what some of the things you say.
What are you talking about?
I hope you're okay with that.
I'm fine.
There was no gold found for Baize, so Blink Dagger cannot be found, but you still have the chance to get some value out of that Bristleback in lane 2 by playing Spring the Trap, for example, into lane 3. But StanCifka can do the same. He has ganks. He has 2 ganks, actually. He can try and maybe even suicide these heroes, the black heroes here.
Yeah, I think that's a decent play.
And it would stop the Tidehunter Ravage.
That'd be amazing right there. That's all you need. You need to do a nice gank on P8 of the Tidehunter Ravage. You take that Ravage out of the equation. Clean things up with the think about it, eh? Go into the other lane.
And there it is. We called it. We see it happen.
Well, good cast. This
Tidehunter goes down. Tried to run away from the black heroes, but they found him anyway.
Incredible predictions from us, I gotta say. We're geniuses, Stan. Oh, wait a minute. You're Panda. You guys look very similar. I thought you guys switched spots for a second.
I'm not going to be savage here, but...
What do you mean?
I hope that you don't see me with the same haircut as Stan. He's going Super Saiyan.
Easy. What the hell, Panda?
I mean, he's going... That's a good thing. He's going Super Saiyan. He's using all his energy that he's stored for all these months. He's been in hiding to finally come in with a Super Saiyan haircut and win this tournament.
Stan looks like how you might look after 4 years of trying to be an Artifact pro.
That is why I'm a caster instead.
That is a good call, buddy. We are not on that level. Well, I'm not. Here we go. The game has ended already. As you can see here, Dresden Standard is down. You drop the Legion. You get even more damage. You block up that. It's insane what this card is capable of.
Now, Baize has no place to make here.
No.
He has 2 deployments next turn, though.
Look at that armor! I hope I'm not hyping up this card too much.
The Standard Bearer survives because of Dresden.
I'm not kidding around with you. This card is God tier. Buy right now. I have, completely... This is just a coincidence, but I have bought thousands of these things. Complete coincidence, but buy what's left. Buy the pennies that remain.
Now, we talked about 2 heroes coming in for Baize, but you see 2 Blink Daggers in hand for StanCifka.
Yeah. He
has the cross-link spells in gank and pick off. He can also find a March on the Machines, for example, to do some extra chip damage on that lane 3 as well.
That is correct, sir.
And the Ancient Kill is there in lane 1, but Baize has a bit of a lead in lane 2. But there's 2 creeps there to block as well. Could get some curves on those arrows too, so I think it's all about lane 3 at this point.
I mean,
Time of Triumph turn. Both towers down to 20-something HP. Getting kind of in the dangerous range. Could this be a tie?
I don't think so.
Could we end today at 5 a.m.?
I hope not. Can you guys just finish the game, please? Here we go. Now, don't forget here we do have 2 Blink Daggers, and we also have another gank mixed up with a pickoff as well. So we could see these black heroes both ganking and then moving over with able to play that coup de grace. A lot of options available. Time of Triumph is also available. You could Time of Triumph and then move 2 heroes over right now, buddy. Is that the play?
It very much could be, yeah. You called it, Slacks. Well done.
Thanks, buddy.
That was a hard one.
Time of Triumph. Now, the question is, what heroes do you move over? Of course, you want to move one black hero to kind of expand your options.
Maybe 2 black. Just keep it, you know, half-half in lane 3.
You think so?
Yeah. And you're 1 mana off from playing the fight through the pain to keep initiative. But again, in this matchup and with Time of Triumph heroes on your side instead of your opponent's, it's not as imperative to have initiative. Tidehunter is not in play, so Ravage isn't a big thing.
I actually think that was a pretty good move right there to put the other red hero in there, because having this black hero in lane 1, if things don't turn out the way that you want, you still have a lot of options. Now, let's not forget that gank can come out from lane 1 next time and do a very essential thing. That is a Time of Triumph Tinker. He's doing some major damage. Counter Time of Triumph, though.
So, Bristleback has Treads and Standards, but he's still dying, Slacks. Can you expand on that topic?
Well, my friend, we haven't seen it all. You see, he can play Vicious Nasal Goo on top of that little guy right in front of him, the Centaur. Then he could do Fight Through the Pain.
I'll make this quick.
Or, you know, he could do that move. Looks like he's not dead after all, bitch!
20 HP going through as well, so all of a sudden Baize is in big trouble. We talk about Time of Triumph being kind of this great, you know, win more card where you play it and you're winning and you're ahead, but you can't do anything else. You expend all your mana, you can't play chump blockers, and the damage goes right through there.
And look at the damage that's going to come after he plays Fight Through the Pain. Shit. Well, anyway. Still a good card here. Now, here we go. This is why you left the Tinker in the first lane. This has got to be one hell of a Ravage to make sure that the gank can't get off here. But will he commit Ravage to that first lane, or will he have to commit it to the last lane?
Now, gank won't do much. Pickoff can kill a creep, for example. Because the black hero is left in lane 1 instead of a red hero, Fight Through the Pain can't come in either to steal back initiative.
Dang. Where the hell was that? This round doesn't matter. Get me out of here. Get me the hell out of here. I want to see that third lane. Oh, baby. It's going to come up to RNG.
Pickoff can kill a Centaur.
That's nice.
There's no real chance for an Ancient kill here. Still too much, you know, there's no Nevermores, no Oaths, especially not in red.
This is going to be another tie. He's got 2 Time of Triumphs on on RNG.
There's no Blink Dagger either for the Bristleback, so can't get much value out of that. There's no Spring the Trap either to play from lane 2 to lane 3 to help out even more, but I think Pickoff is the biggest player, yeah. Onto the creep instead, yeah, opening up damage from Bristleback.
God help us. We still have gank, though.
There's 1 chump blocker in Mercenary Exiles. Gank comes in, yeah, it clears out. You can't kill heroes, but you can kill the creeps. Who would have thought?
Wow.
One less target to worry about.
Tinker. If Tinker did get blinked out, he would have that laser right now, which would make an incredible play. That could really have changed everything. So, you know, as I thought that first, you know, me and Stan were thinking the same thing. We're about the same level of Artifact player, but, man, having a laser right now would make the world.
That is how you play Tidehunter, Slacks.
God!
Where's the Jasper Dagger?
There is no Jasper Dagger, baby! Tidehunter coming clutch yet again!
Time of Triumph comes in as well, and will seal the deal on StanCifka. So
unbelievable RNG! You just need 1 hero to not...
I mean, Baize is on RNG, so it only makes sense, right? The org is there. The signs were there, Slacks. Did you not read them? The org is called RNG.
Tidehunter,
what more do you want?
Tidehunter so clutch today. Literally so clutch. We only saw him fail 1 time against a Timbersaw.
He's been bullied before. He's trying to find, you know, his place in the meta, trying to prove he has what it takes to be a top-tier red hero. Maybe it is through sheer luck, but man, Baize gets the win there in the end. Is
Tidehunter that good, except unless he's playing against other red cards? I don't know, but I mean, he certainly is coming through today, and what do you know? It is a PA Bounty Hunter with Payday and Track in round 1. I've never seen this before. But JK, it's in every goddamn time I play against this deck.
We're not getting any kills here.
Who cares? The combo's there. It's time. Dude, why don't you track here?
Because it's Axe.
I mean, we don't track axes. That is true. We don't do that
here.
Well,
we saw it happen a lot yesterday, me and Charmer, so I'm not sure about that one.
We don't do that.
In this case, I think we shouldn't, because he's very healthy, only fighting a creep, so not enough chip damage going through.
Not going to be able to duel here. Wouldn't be able to get you very much, but on this side as well, no cards to play.
Same matchups, very boring, turn 1. Gonna get spicier next turn, maybe.
All right, here we go.
Bounty Hunter cannot find a, well, you can find a matchup with Axe, but would not kill it in one. Although Bristleback and Legion both possibly dying this turn, so track could be played.
Although he could be falling into quite the trap here, you know? He could get dueled himself. What a risky time for Bounty. Although he is going to die no matter what as long as he keeps the initiative. So we will get some money for this bad boy and be able to see some payday coming through. In fact...
Now, I'd like to see Bounty lane 3, actually. If you predict Phantom Assassin to go lane 1, which it isn't right now, but it could be.
Yeah.
You could get the track on Bounty. Or the Phantom Assassin, get the kill there, get the kill in lane 2, and then payday in lane 3 for a ton of gold. But in this case, of course, we see both hands. We can find the optimal play to make.
Yep.
StanCifka and Baize can't really do that just now.
I mean, it's not that much money.
And then the hip fire.
I got to say, that's
might be even better. Gets the kill on either Bristleback or, well, not here because there's no black hero. But
oof, man. This is a call right here. I gotta say, hip firing would be able to get you initiative, but you want to save it for those kills, right? So you just chill for a little bit, track in the next lane, and then hip fire the last lane.
Well, Bristleback can't cast hip fire just yet. Technology isn't there yet.
What do you? No. I was talking about she could have killed the potential in lane 1 and then got the initiative, but actually going to go ahead and hip fire first.
Well, it saves Legion. Well.
For a little bit.
For 1 second.
A couple seconds of
a few more breaths
life.
Of air.
That's all we want.
Gets terminated now.
When we're on the chopping block.
Plug has been pulled.
Yeah. There you go.
And this is going to be, a bit of a patience game from Baize. Going to get a few more gold here, a few more kills, and can play the track and the payday maybe next turn. Going to have 3 black heroes now, so I think we will see a black hero come into lane 3 to finish off with the payday.
I'm not trying to judge, but I'm not sure that was played right. You probably wanted to track on that one.
The hipfire could have saved the Legion. That could be huge, but again, with the Tyler State coming down, didn't happen in the end.
Okay. Good enough. We'll see what happens. Money will be made, though. We do have 15 gold in the bank and that payday available. Do you use payday? I hope not. As we've talked about many times today, greed is good in these money decks, and you want to just be able to buy out your entire shop and go for that big one. Do you agree?
I agree. In some situations, you have to try and find the optimal time to play a payday. If you wait too much, you're losing out on the value of having that gold turn into items at the time. If you wait too long, then maybe your opponent gets Stonewall Cloaks and all these items that are impactful in that moment, whereas you're just waiting with gold in your purse. So you can't wait too long.
All right. Here we go. Lich coming out into this lane 3 to try to maybe stop the tide from going the wrong way. -2 armor on that PA. Gonna be taking her out pretty easily. Ooh, we don't track axes here. We don't do that. This is the pro games, so you can forget about that. I think this is an easy Tyler estate.
And it's still not taking any damage. I mean, it's still as healthy as it was turn 1, so definitely not the option here to track.
I like how you call axe it. It's not even a thing to you anymore.
Is this a man? This is a beast to me.
That's a man, boy.
That's a big mountain, a red mountain.
When is Game of Thrones coming back on, man? I missed that show.
I think in April.
Sick.
The Tyler State could have curved into the Mercenary Exiles there. Instead finds the 2 damage on tower, which I think won't be as impactful. I think she would have liked to see the Tyler State, kill that Mercenary Exiles instead. Clear 1 more unit from the board.
You don't know
16 mana here.
That's a big march.
Or, excuse me, 16 gold and a nice march. Actually got a payday. No!
Without tracking, how do you feel about that one?
Shame on you. Shame on you for going cowardly. Cowards never prosper in Artifact. Let me tell you, they go out quick and sadly.
And not only that, but the march works to buff up the Stonehall Elite as well, so a different kind of cheeseburger, but a cheeseburger nonetheless.
That makes me mad! Why did you have to payday? We'll see that track coming out here doing, really just putting out a threat, and there goes a Stonehall Cloak. Good luck in that. Tinker killed now.
Could gank as well. If you want to kill the Lich, or could kill something else maybe.
I like that idea. Let's kill Lich. Why not?
Could kill the Bounty.
Forget that. Bounty sucks.
I mean, the mana has been spent already, so...
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Get down those marching machines while you can. You make sure that you get that tower damage. And here we go. 34 gold. You could have had it all, but you chose for 34. And what are you going to get for it? You're going to get some cloaks and some daggers. You're going to get garbage.
Oh, no. She missed all her items.
Eat that garbage. That's what you get for being a coward.
She has 2 Vestures and a Horn.
That is a sad, sad tale. However...
Oh, it was hidden behind the curtains, and the Vesture is now
just about to say
at the bottom of the sea.
She could have saved her money and got a Vesture next time, but chose to go for the Blink Dagger instead, and there goes the dream of the Super Payday. It's going to be a long, long journey from here. That Vesture, triple Vesture, that would have just sealed the deal.
But again, that is just an alternate win condition. You can win without these items. It's going to be a little bit harder. You kind of, use a few suboptimal plays like Payday that doesn't do much more than get you gold early on, and you still have some great items in hand. Not flashy items, but still good value on Blink Daggers and Stonehawk Cloaks early on.
It definitely isn't over. Man, I gotta say that these Mercenary Exiles, they have just had a very lucky life so far. Not anymore, though. Their journey will finally come to an end, as we've seen them throughout the entirety of the game. But here we go, buddy.
See a single leather armor in StanCifka's deck. Item deck, actually not Secret Shop, and he did buy it.
I'd rather like this.
All right, there we go. A little bit of unkillable bristleback action here. And he could use these Jasper Daggers now. Just finally do some damage on this Axe, who has not been touched so far, but pretty doubtful that that's going to happen.
Look at these lanes right now. Lane 3 is looking pretty low.
Pretty low indeed.
More Baize.
Okay, I'll take that. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, I was just thinking to myself, Stan doesn't really have too many stuns after all, so you might as well just get rid of those and go for that piercing damage.
No Tide Hunter.
No Tide Hunter indeed. You just made a Dota joke. You don't even know about it. Nice job. There's a team called No Tide Hunter.
I knew all about that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I lied to you before.
Wow, I hope you did.
Maybe I'm 7K MMR.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of MMR.
That would be quite impressive to keep secret from us. All right, here we go here. Cootie Hootie Cootie is available. I think this is an easy choice.
Yeah, you're pushing damage on the tower if you're a bounty hunter, and it also survives. But there's an answer from StanCifka as well.
Yeah, I think that's still a decent trade, though. I mean, getting rid of your bounty hunter for a bristle, making sure that he doesn't get that armor, and yeah, you're going to eat a coup de grace as well, but hey. Now, Time of Triumph, though.
Yeah, what card do we discard here? The items actually help in creating, more cards in hand, give you a better chance of not discarding a Time of Triumph, although she has 2 in hand, so it's not as bad. Whereas if StanCifka... Oh! One down the drain, no reaction. Cold Stone Killer. Baize.
And we did not even talk about the pickoff, not even needing to risk that coup de grace. Yikes! That is not what you're after right there.
So the time stays in hand for StanCifka, whereas Baize does end up losing one of hers. She still has one more in hand.
Fate does not reward the meek. You should have kept that Payday. I'm so pissed off about it. But,
you can almost get the upkeep kill here with Tinker. 2 damage off.
What a shame.
The disarm still does end up, never mind.
Yep.
Stonehawk Low comes down. Got shot up instant before I even said it.
You really took me down a wild road right there, but I'll take it. So we do have the Blink Dagger available for somebody. Been holding on to that for quite some time. That darned Blink Dagger instead of the much desired Vesture of the Tyrant. So holding on for dear life here as RNG's towers begin to get whittled away. And in lane 3, it looks like that whittling is happening even quicker.
Now the gank here kills Lich, pushes 2 more damage to the tower, and forces Baize to maybe redeploy Phantom Assassin to this lane if he wants to stop the damage coming through next turn. But I think that might just be a tower for StanCifka. You could have been tempted to try and maybe even gank the Bristleback with the March of the Machine, but it would have been one off the upkeep kill. So not quite the right play there, I think. Man,
you know what? We were talking about how gank is just so good in these black decks, and we didn't even talk about that Tinker interaction, just being able to disable somebody and gank them with that massive Tinker damage. At this point, I feel like you're playing a black deck, you don't have gank, you're doing it wrong.
Now all the creeps going to lane 1, which I think might be the lane to fight for. Oh, and there is Phantom Assassin trying to fight for that lane 3, so not giving up just yet. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you probably don't want to fight for that 6 damage there. Time to move on and see what you can do here. Chain Frost is finally available, but yet again, as we've talked about earlier today, the counter to Chain Frost is armor. And red decks have a lot of armor. Does approximately jack shit if she launches that here. It's not looking good.
And the -2 armor on the Phantom Assassin means that March of the Machines is so much stronger. The Creep also trading with Phantom Assassin as well, and there's a Fountain Flask in the deck here, but it would still be a 2-turn trade, so not really effective. Would be an upkill for March of the Machines instead.
Yeah, we can clear out some boys with the Chain Frost. The Creeps will die, but yes, it
Well, there's no guarantee. Well, some Creeps can die. Maybe not all of them.
I say most of the Creeps are going to die. But big decision, actually. Goes for the duel. I like that one a lot more. Chain Frost ain't going to do much, but at least she gets some damage there. Maybe the Legion Commander does something stupid and duels that PA or something.
The Legionnaire can try and trade with the Bristleback, but there is a Fountain Flask in hand.
Yep.
So in the end, going to be too effective. Well, we're going to go for it anyway.
With you turncoats, I will.
Well, that was a great block right there. Wasting a duel is always a feel-good moment. Now we know PA is down for the count. Sad times indeed.
She could blink out.
She could. Or she could gank. You know.
Yeah, suicide gank onto, well, won't kill this one, but...
She could kill the Legion Commander. Why not? Revenge is sweet. Toodaloo.
And now with 2 heroes coming in next turn for Baize, it makes it so that she has, you know, a bit of a better position. Losing 1 lane this turn in lane 3, but still can fight for lane 1 and 2 and try and find a lane of her own.
Well, Stan...
somewhere. I mean, they're still very healthy for StanCifka.
Is he going to save these mercenaries that have been so loyal this whole time? He does have the money to save their lives. They've been with him since round 1. Probably his best friends in this entire world. The 3 of those guys, what I like to call the 3 amigos. Let's take a look at that art right here. You got the satyr named Jeff.
Who do you need us
Oh, he's going to save him. Jeff going to make it here today. Jeff, Candace, and Little Pete will survive and make their way yet again.
He does have 2 blink daggers in hand already, which means that the gold isn't necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's a good plus, but if you can save some friends instead, I think it's a worthwhile exchange.
Holy shit, Little Pete is alive. We have seen great acts of friendship in this series. Just like our budding friendship.
Yep, you can call it that.
That's great. Blink Dagger could be used to get out of this lane. I think she probably wants that damage, though. Time of Triumph is available. Remember, she had 2. Now she
No,
only
looks like
got
a
1.
blink. Could just be an all-in on lane 1. You know Annihilation isn't really there. Well, never mind. Just go for extra damage, but Tinker will definitely blink out. You have the damage here already with the Stonehall Elite, and yeah, gets the March.
I can improve this.
So Blink is going to be used on Tinker. You get a black hero in lane 1, or just all in lane 2. So that's a big tell. StanCifka going to try and go all in on lane 2.
Yep, kind of a risky thing to do that, because now she has the ability to react to that. She does have 2 heroes coming out. He does have a Time of Triumph, though. I'm sure he's not that worried about it with all of that armor, making sure Chain Frost can do absolutely nothing. However, can put 1 black hero in that first lane, Chain Frost, to make sure you have initiation, and pray to God you get a coup de grace here and take out the only red hero. That is a very nice play.
And it's 2 gold off the Vesture there. Missed it by 2 gold. Unfortunate about the Potion of Knowledge instead for 5 gold. And now this is StanCifka going all in on lane 2. He knows that he has Time and Triumph and his opponent does not because of the Tyler State Sensor.
Huh.
And he has a double, triple Chain Frost.
Wow-wee, that sure does nothing. I mean, it's going to clear up these creeps.
It's going to be not lethal, but, you know,
Ends here.
going to go for Time of Triumph instead. He can play it in this lane, cannot play it in lane 3 because of the, well, 7 mana there only.
God damn. Well, I got to say, although the play to maybe be able to coup de grace that only red hero and buy yourself some time would have been nice.
Yeah, we have to see a blink here because if not, it's basically lethal in lane 2 for StanCifka. So the blink comes in. You can coup one of the heroes or you can just Time of Triumph yourself.
All right, well, you know, if she can survive this round, then she can survive this game.
I think you definitely Time of Triumph here.
Well, you got coup de grace, though.
But you can only kill 1 hero.
Yeah, but, you know, you got it.
Then you have -2 armor on Phantom
You
Assassin.
do have Dresden standards.
You have no armor on any hero, so Chain Frost becomes a problem, whereas now you have armor for everyone. So Chain Frost is, again, those double draws this turn, useless for Baize.
Not useless. Chain Frost would give her the initiative that she already has.
That's true.
Yet again.
It's a very good point. A great point. The best point I've heard all day.
Thank you very much. It would also look neat, and let's not forget how cool that is. So, big question here. Is she going to be able to draw that very needed Akudi Agra? She desperately kind of needs that to knock somebody out. And there it is, the cool look at Chain Frost. Hell yeah! That is neat!
Kills Tyler State, but does little else. And now it looks to be in favor of StanCifka, to be honest. Lane 2 at 6 HP.
Yep.
Whereas lane 1 is still pretty healthy. Can be just chump blocked by StanCifka.
Yep.
He's going to try and look for a Blink Dagger here for sure, I think, if he has one available. I believe he still does have one, so he doesn't find it, I think. We'll see now in just a second. The creep helps StanCifka as well. Both creeps useless for Baize, so a bit unfortunate for her. Ooh, really? Well, yeah, there's no tower still for Baize. This is
Baize has only one tower. So.
I'm gonna be a bit savage here, but she's playing so bad in terms of tower kills that I almost expect this to be like the lethal tower already, but it's still tower 1, so we're really behind here in terms of the game state.
Yeah, she was so far behind we didn't even remember that she has yet to take a tower. So at this point, I would probably gank with Bounty Hunter, killing him, and then maybe duel myself.
That might just be it, to be honest. I mean, there's 5 heroes, in lane 2.
Yep. Chain Frost yourself to see that cool animation one last time before it's over. But really seeing if there's anything she could... I mean, there's just no hope. Just let her go. Just let it go, buddy.
Yep.
And there it is.
So that's one win for StanCifka. Does tie up the series. Baize had that, fantastic, flashy win with the Tidehunter in game 1 of this series. But in this case, StanCifka wins this kind of the mirror.
Yep.
Able to take it back. Baize, again, very behind, much more than we thought. I thought that was the second tower for her. She was almost there, but instead it was still tower 1. So gonna have to step it up. Next game, StanCifka will bring a different deck.
Ooh.
Which is gonna be Mono Blue, I believe.
Mono Blue deck.
With Crystal Maiden.
With Crystal Maiden. We're seeing it one more time. Did it work out last time? Not really. But finally, we will see if he can win with that special CM Mono Blue deck. Did you feel the CM last time? Did you? Yeah, I didn't feel it either.
I mean, it's good, like you said, early on, because you have that refresh. And when you're refreshing for half of the mana you currently have, that's very impactful. Whereas late game, you have 8, 9 mana, you refresh for 2. It's not, as great. You have a Sancta that just does that a lot better anyway. So, yeah, it's a little out there.
It is.
I prefer Skywrath Mage, I think.
Sure. I mean, Skywrath, adds into that negative armor as well, which can be so useful against these very heavy red showings that we've seen. But time to stop predicting. It's time to start casting as we enter, ladies and gentlemen, round 3 of potentially the last game. Now, this is Artifact, so they could tie. So it may not be the last game, but I sure hope it is. Here we go! StanCifka versus RNG.
Is that her name? RNG?
I mean, that's what I'm going to go for.
That's her org.
I mean...
You just said 20 minutes ago you're going to start respecting the names.
I actually think that's okay. Because if you're in another esport, I'm not going to go through every single member of Team Liquid. I'm going to say Team Liquid.
That's the Team Esport. This is not a
She's
Team
on
Esport.
a team!
But she's playing by herself.
She's on Team Baize.
Right. RNG Baize or RNG Baize. We're not entirely sure.
No.
But we're trying.
Sure. RNG is going to stay in the game here. Here we go. Let's get out them heroes. We're going to be putting a lot of pressure on this first lane.
So Kana, as always, going lane 1 to try and get total dominance over that. We talked about Sanctum in hand for StanCifka and Thunder God's Wrath being devastating from lane 1. Can shut down other lanes before they even get to play any cards.
So predictable, I must say.
And Payday in hand, but no kills just yet. No tracks either. It's close, though. Both Kana and Ogre surviving on 1 HP for now.
Could be an easy hip fire. I mean, choose who you'd like to kill here. And actually going to be going for the gank instead, taking out Zeus. A very, very interesting play there. Saving PA in another lane. I guess you could just clean up with the hip fire anyway.
Yeah.
So, very nice there.
At any cost, an interesting choice here. Maybe not right now, but... Oh, even prey on the weak. Quite a few damage units here. Yeah.
That's a great play. Wow. Don't typically see that many damage units on just the second round, and a multicast to boot. Now, one of these heroes is definitely going to die from this hip fire.
And already 19 gold.
Holy crap.
Somehow. How did that happen?
With a payday. Do you just payday here? I mean, I was giving a lot of hootie about that early payday, but that would be real nice round 2 to get some high impact items.
Well, you can't payday just now, but maybe in lane 3.
No, that's what I'm saying. Payday
With
lane
Phantom
3,
Assassin?
or do you actually hip fire?
You have to payday. You're going to 5.
Way.
You're going to 5 mana, which isn't really that impactful turn you want to have initiative on.
No way. You hip fire, you go for the max, and then you payday as soon as you're on the board, buddy.
Payday comes down. We're going to see if she's luckier than last game where she did not find any impactful items in the shop, just through really bad luck. So, Stonehall Cloak, Jasper Daggers, Stonehall Cloak.
It's happening again.
Vestra the Tyrant, finally.
It is. Finally got that Vestra.
2 times would be a bit too much there. But still, I mean, these hounds in lane 1 are going to be hard to stop. Although, Vestra will not kill them, but it'll stop any of that damage coming through.
And you get to put on Bounty Hunter to make sure he doesn't die too. Overall, very nice. In fact, Vestra the Tyrant on Bounty Hunter, then a hip fire on the Ogre Magi cleans things up extremely nicely in this lane.
Well, initiative is in favor of StanCifka. Doesn't have much of anything to really, kill the Bounty Hunter without killing all the dogs. He has any cost, but maybe not the best lane to play that on.
I mean, he's got to be paying attention to that gold. He knows that she has those Vesters in there, so it actually might be the play. I mean, at any cost, gonna kill all the dogs, but they're not gonna do anything anyway, and at least you get to stop that Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, but Legion Commander stays alive and everything else dies. So maybe not the best trade. I mean, if you're playing a card and it's the net result is negative for you, maybe it was a bad play, right?
Okay.
Blood calls again.
That was definitely not the right. That's gonna hurt. As soon as that Vester comes out, all this nice damage that you have acquired.
Well, when you multicast,
should he just wait? He could just wait here. Oh, he could have baited out potentially another one.
he could have.
But we're going to just slap that on and see all that damage go away. And then hip fire as well.
Could see Stonehall Cloak is well developed on the Bounty Hunters to keep it nice and healthy. And of course, the Vesture means it's going to come back every single turn, so you'll get the full value from that Stonehall Cloak health as the game goes on. And that might be important in, buffering from Eclipse, from Thunder God's Wrath, for example.
Is that important? Do you actually want... What? Oh my god, he's a genius! Why kill Kana when you can make all the creeps come here and they can do no damage? This guy's a freaking genius!
Hipfire is still here.
Hipfire, the Ogre, and Trap the Kana. God, I love this game. And what other game do you purposely not get a kill? Tell me.
We could see a Bronze Legionnaire as well coming down to kill the Ogre instead.
Holy Wally! Wait a minute.
The Compel was played by StanCifka.
Stan, what are you doing, Stan? Talk to me about that move. That move was so good for the other team. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Was it?
Why would he do that?
You keep the Khan alive.
Who cares? He draws creeps into a dead lane. He's got the armor.
Well, it's dead for now, but the Bounty Hunter is not invincible. He can be killed, and as soon as he's killed, all this damage is unlocked, so the board stays still there. You're not killing the creep. They're just not doing damage. They're just in a bubble, you know?
I'm so confused.
The bubble can burst, Lax.
My bubble has burst. Why would he save Kana? Wow.
And worst case scenario, this is a wall of blockers, right?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, clearly this is above my head. I thought that was the hypest move ever from RNG, and I forgot that dang blue hero can't use Compel. I'm a goddamn moron.
Well, I didn't want to say it, but...
Thanks, buddy. Ooh.
This lane's already dangerously low. Luna also dying. At any cost, not huge here. And Hipfire even better. With Jasper Daggers to seal the deal here. So already, turn 3 tower kill for Baize is going to be pretty huge here.
Yep, it's deal equal seal. As we could put on these Jasper Daggers and just close this bad boy out. Doesn't seem like a bad plan to me. But what do I know?
I think you have to. I mean, there's not really a debuff you want to remove in mono blue, I believe.
It's only 1 HP. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong?
Well, I guess.
Nothing.
Baize is in that same camp of thought. I would like to see maybe an attempt to push an Ancient, or at least the threat of it, but...
What could go wrong, baby?
At any cost here. Could just kill everything.
Yep.
Reset this lane right now. It's currently in favor of RNG Baize with a kill on Crystal Maiden.
Better use it now before that Fountain Flask comes out.
And we'll see there's a stall pass from StanCifka trying to get some information from RNG Baize instead. Hipfire can't kill Crystal Maiden yet, so that's one card you don't have to play around. Ooh, the stall pass comes in, and the Fountain Flask might come out from her.
Yep.
There it is. So StanCifka a bit punished there.
Oh,
Prey on the Weak,
Stan.
completely useless in this lane.
Oh, Stan. The Gloaty Vandal comes out as well.
Trades with the creep as well, just takes control of this lane. So lane 1, or lane 2 is gone. Lane 1 has a Vesture, and lane 3 you're losing it.
Yep.
What do you do now?
You probably not make it so that all your creeps spawn in lane 1. That's probably what you do.
Well, you have Annihilation. That's one answer.
Oh, whoopee!
In lane 3 at least.
That's nice. Gonna act. What could go wrong not getting that 1 damage off, Stan?
We talked about it.
Oh, yeah, you're Panda.
And the initiative is there for StanCifka as well. He can keep it here. He has no Arcane Assault in hand, so he has to kind of not play anything or hope that Baize doesn't really value initiative. But at 6 mana, when you see a blue hero trying to defend a lane with 1 HP, you know something's up.
Yeah, something's real up in this game, my friend. Something has really gotten up here.
The Legion going to go to lane 3, I believe, because lane 2 looks to be a trap for now.
Maybe he'll save Kana one more time, but she could potentially play it at any cost. We could just blink out, but just get out of there. This is a garbage lane. Go to lane 3, make it happen, end this game.
There's no cross lane spell to kill that Zeus, like a gank. And slowly these hounds are going to be traded out by the Tyler State, by the Bronze Legionnaire probably coming down as well. So there was this big wall of creeps. It's still there. Or not, I guess. We're just going to go to lane 3 instead. Play the Bronze Legionnaire there, go for the extra damage.
I mean, he's got to just be going for the big win here. He's got to just be planning on killing Bounty Hunter.
Never mind. He's going to stay there. Or else there would have been a lot of damage coming through.
Sweet Mesquite. Okay, here we go.
Annihilation comes down.
What could go wrong?
The Jasper Dagger still in hand, not useful for anything. Could have gotten this tower already, so maybe RNG Baize regretting that decision.
Nah, it's just 1 damage. I'm sure it's gonna go down.
She'll have to come back later on.
The creeps will take care of it, baby. You just count on that RNG on the creeps.
I'm ready to
Look at all this damage, though. This isn't too bad.
Yep.
Maybe use the Jasper Dagger. No, we're still gonna hold on to it.
The Frostbite.
The Frostbite.
That's why. That's the stun we're talking about.
That's it. Nice call there, my friend. Nice call. The creep blocked by a creep. What could go wrong? 1 damage? Something's going to do it. Take your time.
There's a blink on Bounty.
But you can't leave that lane. Stan?
I mean, you can.
You can, but
you shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't with
but
that Vester. Yeah, we could see the Thunder God's Wrath come out. We could see the Eclipse come out here, most likely.
Eclipse, well, it's glitching out now, but...
Yeah, don't look at that. That's going to freak you out there.
There's a black hole in that hand right now.
Don't look into the eyes of darkness, kids.
StanCifka has to sort that out before this round starts. Organize his cards. They're falling out of his hand.
All right. Luna going in there to make sure that 1 HP does not go down. A tower is still standing with just 1 HP.
So Eclipse is at 4 charges right now. Initiative is in favor of StanCifka. If he gets every single charge on Bounty Hunter.
That's a disaster right there.
He could go for it.
That's a goddamn disaster if that happens. We do have a payday.
He has the Arcane Soul as well.
Holy woly.
The pass from... Ooh,
Oh, no.
30 gold.
I mean, does he have a choice?
Oh, he has no heroes in this lane. What are we talking about?
Does he have a choice? What are you talking about? I didn't say any of that shit. You're the one who's talking nonsense. I'm just
You didn't correct me, though.
Of course I didn't correct you.
I corrected you 17 times to make you not look bad. And the one time...
If I don't correct you, the chat never knows that you were wrong.
I think that's debatable. I think chat, they're a smart group of individuals. Very high IQ.
Debatable, more like. Anyway.
Luna comes in to help clear out
1 HP.
and defend this lane.
No problem. You see here the hypest play is he keeps Bounty Hunter in that first lane, waits until he gets a Oglody Vandal, and then just drops it in for the win.
If he has initiative.
If he has initiative.
Befitting a member of the Dark Moon.
Now that is befitting a member of the Dark Moon right there. All right, 31 gold. Gonna see a lot more Vesters.
Chain Frost, yeah, it's coming down.
Woohoo!
And in turn 7 is going to be a full clear if the math checks out. It does because I'm from Europe, so the tower goes down.
What?
The tower goes down, and now, if only,
If only! Now there's zero way this game is lost off this
Well, the horn
HP.
comes in at least.
Oh, the horn of the alpha.
The horn has been tooted.
However, we do still have stuff. A lot of blue cards coming out for Stan.
Yeah, you'd expect that in mono blue.
Yep.
Mostly blue cards can come out.
Thank you.
Great analysis, Slats.
And we start going on. Can we have 1 damage?
Can we find the
do
Ability
it?
Vandal? We have initiative in favor
If we just need the Vandal.
for RNG Baize. If StanCifka isn't careful, there could be a secret take of laying 1 instead because Bounty Hunter is a powerful guy.
He is a powerful boy.
But Zeus is there to, just make sure it doesn't get out of hand there.
Will we see the Vandal for the insta-win?
And now we see the power of Sanctum as well as the double Thunder God's Wrath we talked about so many times. Bristleback and Lich are healthy enough to...
Oh!
Now it's not wait. There's an Arcane Assault.
There is an Arcane Assault.
We could see a Thunder God's Wrath to soften up the field.
Oh.
But then a gank from Bounty Hunter, so never mind. Well, then initiative would be in favor of StanCifka again, so this is tricky. There's Annihilation.
It ain't that tricky. This dude lost. But continue. If you're Stan, this is tricky.
There's Annihilation. There's the pass from RNG Base. She knows that all she needs is initiative and a Gloaty Vandal. Thunder God's Wrath does not change too much just yet.
Oh, boy.
She waits for the refresh, passes again.
Now you gank.
Well, if you gank, you lose initiative. So instead, the second Thunder God's Wrath comes out, doesn't go for initiative.
And that's it?
And yeah. So StanCifka maybe not thinking about the Gloaty Vandal. I don't know if we missed anything. I think we didn't.
We did
Zero
not.
mana is 0 mana. You cannot play Arcane Assault for 0 mana just yet.
What
in
a
this
hype
realm.
victory here.
Is it really?
Yes, Gloaty Vandal throwing the rock is the sickest thing ever, dude. Throw that shit down, Mr. Vandal, and send us on the ride.
And this is RNG Baize.
Oh, shit, it could have been over.
Could have been over.
Oh, my God.
We almost messed up there, Slacks. We got saved.
We didn't mess up, Jack. I knew it was coming. Ladies and germs, your champion, RNG Baize. Well done there, the Gloaty Vandal for the victory. RNG with that 1 HP on that 1 HP.
It was planned all along. She wanted to make a nice show for the viewers. Could have ended this game a lot sooner with the Jasper Daggers instead. Going to play that Gloaty Vandal for the flashy victory instead. And StanCifka taken down by Vinkelsier, taken down by Baize and out of this tournament.
Rest
Analyst
in
panel.
peace.